Hello and welcome back, everybody, to episode 5 of Bloodline Tree Services on Willamina Forest. So quick recap: if you haven't watched the first 4 episodes, I would highly recommend it. At this point, we've earned a grand total of $232,163. Our next piece of equipment that we can buy is at $300,000. We do have a little bit of a loan out at this point. With that being said, we do have our new piece of equipment right here in front of us. And I did change the cut lengths down to 3 meters from 4 meters just because it will fit easier in the trailer. We're back up by the house. We're going to clear a decent portion of this property out today. I've got a good idea how far I want to cut and clear, so we'll at least have a decent idea where we're going to stop cutting and everything for today. But yeah, that's the goal at this point. We do have a big shout out for Zori. Zori is an amazing guy. Big part of my community. He was the first comment on the on episode 3. So yeah, I do appreciate all the love and support, Zori. Thank you so much. You've pretty much been there since day 1, and I don't know where we would be without you. You're, like I said, I can't say enough good things about you. Trying to get the pile somewhat all together, or at least as much of it as I can. I am leaving a couple trees because I don't like just looking out and seeing fields. I do like a couple trees in my yard. So I was trying to think of another funny story for you guys involving Polaris's or some sort of equipment. I haven't really come up with too many. There was one where I drove the Hemet Wrecker while I was in the army. And we got the call at one point. I was stationed in North Carolina, and we had to call to go pick up some of the EOD guys. They had gotten a wreck about 100 miles off post. So of course we go out there, and there's about 3 or 4 tore up vehicles. There was an accident with a couple civilian vehicles. But I was only worried about our equipment, or their equipment, I should say, and getting that back to post. So drove a couple of times back and forth, got the equipment picked up and everything. Well, fast forward a few years, and I'm in Afghanistan. I'm working for an EOD battalion, and find out that there's a new unit coming in to our area, a new EOD unit. Come to find out, it's the guys I had to pick up from the side of the road, and their mechanic was the same guy that I had to help tow back to post and get everything all set up for him. So, you know, you never know, doing something today, you know, you don't think you're going to see the same people or what have you, but small world. So always remember, help out everybody you can, and at some point you may end up seeing them again. That hill made me cut that one really high. Not a big fan of that cut on that last tree. But yeah, we'll make some progress here, and I'll bring you guys back here in a few moments once we get some progress made and you can see what we got going on. I'll definitely bring you back before we start um, getting ready to load the logs up. And I'll probably end up doing a time lapse for you guys so you can see what's going on. I did get the truck up and running that we found. Well, I say up and running, it's running-ish. Still getting some bugs out of it. I did order a part for it, a couple parts for it to make it a usable piece of equipment for us. So we should have that up and going. It's currently parked in the garage. So yeah, please, if you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on the videos. I would greatly appreciate it. And thank you to everybody who's been following along with the series and doing that all the way along. It really does help. You guys are amazing in everything that you do. So keep up the great work, and thank you. Welcome back, everybody. So this is the last of the wood that we had all cut down up there. I think this is our third load. We had one for 12,000, 13,000, and a little under 8 or a little over 8,000 there. So we're making good progress here today. Let's see what our total is. So far today, we've made 35,000, which puts us at, quick math here, 267,000 and some change. But yeah, we still have some time here today. So I'm going to keep cutting down or get back here and get into the, I should actually figure out what the name of this thing is. My cutting machine. And keep cutting down some more. Because if we ain't working, we're not making money. And yeah, it's been raining thunder. Scorpion King. It's been thundering the whole time since I started loading the wood. It's been thundering off and on, and so yeah. And sorry this video's been more of the forestry side of things, not so much story based. I haven't had a chance to reach out to the property owner so we can get that road cleared at this point, and I'm also trying to get to our next goal, because using the skid steer to try to pick up logs and load is not the easiest thing to do. So I know I'm pushing and trying to get a lot done. So I did hear wolves earlier when I was loading the wagon. Loading the trailer. So I heard some off in the distance howling. So I wouldn't be surprised if there were wolves out there. I just haven't had a close encounter with one yet. There it is. You gotta get these things right on. I will tell you this much though. Having one pile to load from was a lot easier, or even just the two main piles I had. Even though it wasn't stacked pretty, it made it a lot easier to get loaded and keep life moving. So yeah, I'm going to keep pushing. There's a spot in mind where I want to stop cutting down the trees, at least for today. It's progression. But yeah, I'll bring you guys back here before the end of the day. I'm just going to be cutting trees and keeping us moving, so hopefully we can make some money here. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys here shortly. I was trying to think if I had any Friday the 13th like horror stories or anything like that. If I think of anything, I'll from like personal experiences, I'll bring them up. I am trying to get this all recorded and out to you guys on YouTube today, which is Friday the 13th. So I'll talk to you guys here shortly. Well, welcome back, everybody. It is about 1700 in game. I did clear out quite a few trees here. Um, this is where we're going to wrap this episode up. What I may do off camera is cut down all these trees. So my plan is to come back to this rock face here and then move essentially straight down to the road. Get all this cleaned up. I'll either do it on camera or off. But I would like to get some more of it done off camera for you. And then, get it all loaded up and start selling. If for some reason I realize I start losing frame rates or something, I'll, have to sell some of the wood off. But, yeah, no, you guys will be here one way or another for the journey. So I do want to thank you all for coming out. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know what we should do with this land once we start getting it cleared up. Once we start getting the equipment that we need. We only need a few more things for forestry. Our front end, our wheel loader, an actual logging trailer, and a truck or tractor to pull it. So then at that point, would you guys want me to start looking into farming and logging? Something to do in between the crop cycles and whatnot. Just let me know. I'm open to all your suggestions. If you want to talk to me voice to voice, I'm in Discord every night. The link will be below. So thank you all. Much love. And until next time, Smacky70 signing off.